Hey, welcome back to Snack Time. So in one of my previous videos, I showed you how to back up your Docker volumes with an open source project called Docker Volume Backup. And one of my commenters said that they were having difficulties setting up the Dropbox integration. He said it wasn't working for them. So I figured I'd make this video to kind of walk you through that process and some bumps you may run into along the way. I ran through it once. I've successfully tested it. I know it works, but I also know it was a lot of steps. But thankfully, once you do complete these steps, the they shouldn't expire. That you shouldn't need to do anything or renew anything, or basically, it should be good for as long as you decide to use that Docker account. So when you first watch that video that I did, one of the first things that you may have noticed is they have this recipes link right here that may have taken you to a different website, like this right one. And when you go under Dropbox and you're looking at this, you go, okay, well, cool. App key, secret, fine. I can get that. Refresh key, I don't know what that is. Let's click on the Dropbox setup. 404, right? So not helpful. If you go back to GitHub, go to Docs and go to How To's, and then look for the Setup Dropbox MD. So this is the proper instructions, and if you follow this, it will get you all the way through. But again, I'm going to take you through and show you that it does work. All right, so let's see. First, we need to sign into our app console under Dropbox. So let's click this link. Actually, I'm going to back out. I'm going to open up in a new tab. All right, and now I need to sign into my account. All right, so my account email is info@net.com. Paste my password. No, I don't have MFA set up, but that's just because I just decided to make this account. So it's like 2 minutes old. So, all right, so let's create a new app. And if you haven't already, you will have to verify your email. But once you have verified it, you'll be able to create your own API. So let's create a scoped access. I'm going to give it full access here. You can probably do app folder if you wanted to. I don't know that it specifically tells you. Let's check and make sure. Create a new app, and yeah, so it doesn't really say. I'm just gonna go full because I really don't care. I just created this Dropbox account for just this one purpose. And the app name I'm going to give it is just going to be Docker Volume Backup Snack. And I'm going to agree and create an app. All right, and so there's a couple of permissions you're going to have to get it, but we're also going to be recording a couple pieces of information. Specifically, we need the app key, which is right here. I'm going to copy that guy. I'm just going to paste him somewhere else, and I'm going to copy my app secret, because you're going to need those too. You can't get the refresh token from here, but I will show you that in the next steps. Let's go to permissions. And if you refer back to the document, we are going to need file, metadata, and content, read, and write. So content, write, read, and meta. All right, and after that, let's scroll down and hit submit. All right, nice. Okay, so we have our permissions. And let's check back here. After that, we need to go to this URL with the app key and replacing where it says app key here. All right, so let's copy this URL. Let's open up a new tab and paste it. And now I'm going to take my key and I'm going to replace app key. If you can see it at the very top here, I'm going to replace this app key with the app key we just copied from that previous screen. All right, and once we have that, we're going to hit connect or continue and then allow. All right, so this has given us our, basically they're calling it the, what is it here? The auth code. So we're going to copy this auth code and we're going to put this with the other codes and keys that we have recorded. And now we can use this to get our refresh token. So the fun never stops. So for this, we are going to need to use curl. I am going to use my terminal window here, and that will be good enough for me to paste this in here. So let's do this. Let's take our keys that we have and let's copy this curl command into a notepad, and then we can construct our command. So we got our key at the top, and we'll put that where our app key is. And I'm going to zoom in here so you can see this. We're going to take our secret, paste this in here, and now we're going to take our auth code and we're going to paste that. All right. So now we have constructed our command. Let's take it. All right, so I'm going to paste in that command that I just made. Yes. And run that. And if everything works the way that we want it to, it should have given us our refresh token, which we can see in right after here. See where it says a refresh token? I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So we can copy this guy. I'm going to resize my window a little bit. Copy this guy right here. And now we have everything that we need to make our recipe. I'm just going to just call this refresh just to keep these separated, and secret and my key. Cool. All right, so if we come back to our recipe, which should be, go back here to our docs and recipes. All right, and here is, we keep scrolling down. Here's the recipe for Dropbox, and this is the only thing that you'll have to pretty much construct. But you guys should be able to do that, especially if you're using my previous video. My previous video showed you how to construct those commands and build your Docker container or your one-off command by using these environmental variables. So I think that my commenter really just had some difficulties finding that page, which I did too at first, and following some of that instructions was kind of, up there on difficulties. So, all right, I hope that was helpful. Like I said, just you have all the information you need here. I've tested it. It works perfectly fine and very efficient. And it's a great place to store your Docker volumes. So if you do have any follow-up questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. Otherwise, thanks for watching and take care.